What's going on? My name is Shakka with 2Ks and you're currently watching Westside TV.
You are watching Westside TV. I am Rebecca Judd and I am joined by one of my favourite UK artists right now.
Yeah!
2Ks!
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 We saying.
On a serious note, Shakka, every time I see you...
On a serious note, so I'm not allowed to smile.
What?
You said on a serious note, so does that mean I'm not allowed to smile?
No. Well, just take this in and put it in your heart.
Take this in, put it on my heart.
You actually make me so happy.
Sick. I'm so glad about that.
Like, for real. I listen to your music and I'm walking down the street like, life is good, man.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Life is so lit.
Life is so much more of a celebration than people give us credit for.
Like,
you got so many projects out and everybody's just like, yeah, life is hard. It's a mad thing on these streets. Life is hard. Man's got to do these things. And it's like, cool. You live that life and it's blessed. But then you also need to have some of these artists who bring sunshine into...
For real. Like, I was walking home, it was like
balance.
1 a.m. I was so angry because I missed the bus and it was raining. But I was just listening to the Island EP. And I was so happy. Like, I could walk for miles.
Yeah.
I don't even... No,
it puts a lot of energy in your soul, especially in a London, fam. It's a mad thing.
When did I actually first start listening to your... I think it might have been the Shackapellas.
Okay,
so
sick.
what year was that?
That was 2011.
So 5 years on, are you going to do any more?
Potentially.
Please do it.
Do you know what it is? I need to find a good couple of songs to do, and then B, I just need to find a good moment to do them in. Like in my brain, I feel like I've just been having so much fun putting out this self-produced, self-written music that it's just like, yo.
Do you hear that? Say that again.
I've been having so much fun putting this self-produced, self-mixed, self-mastered, self-written music. Yes.
Last time I interviewed you as well, your hair was not like this.
It wasn't like this.
I prefer this hair. I prefer this beard. I'm going to sound like such a fangirl in this interview.
Did you guys notice how I was licking my lips when she was saying this?
Yeah, like...
It's like a subconscious LL Cool J thing that happens when people compliment
wanna
me.
let you know. No,
yeah,
but everything...
Such a big... Nah, I like this interview already. We're good. We're on a good foot. We're on a good foot.
Never doubt me already. Like
doubt
you
you
me.
later. I don't doubt you. I was looking forward to this. Like my team showed me like, so you next up you have Rebecca Judd with Westside Radio. I jumped for joy. I jumped for joy.
No, but you've had a crazy year this year. Would you say there's like one highlight?
Yeah, there's a few, you know. There's two actually in particular that I remember. I did The Great Escape. This was in Brighton, and it may not sound a lot to a lot of different people. Not the fact that I did Great Escape, but more so the idea of me transforming into this performing behemoth that I've recently become. And I say that because, I don't know, there was a lot of things that went wrong in the day, technical stuff, sound check, and I just looked at my band and I was like, yo, let's go backstage. And I huddled with my band and I'd be like, yo, you man, remember how it felt when you were performing or when you saw people doing this when you were 5? How it felt to see whoever you rate as your top artist when you were 5. All right, cool. Let's go duppy this show, innit? So
let's go throw water at all the kids
everywhere. All the execs, labels, people in suits. I don't care about you, fam. This is your job. Take the water. And we just performed and we marked it. And since then, it's just been mad. I feel like I've been doing it, like, performing in many different shows for a while, but I felt like at that point in particular, there was something that just changed. It was mad. Like I was wearing fitted hats. Man never wore fitted hats until that day. Look at me now, cuz.
2016.
New era. I've never worn a new era hat. Yeah, that show. And then the other one, which was one of the best days of my life, was Coco. I sold out Coco. Thank you so much for rolling through.
It was so... Big ups to Jay Prince as well.
Yes.
And Ralph Hardy.
Yes.
Oh,
do you know
whole
what it is?
thing.
That camp, yeah. The Smile Good camp. Like I saw them at... I've seen them in quite a few shows. I saw them at South by Southwest in March. Shout out to all the camp who came out to see me from many different states across the US, and also shout out to Jay Prince and the team. And then I also saw them in, let me get this right, in Belgium. And he turned up a crowd that has no idea what he's saying. But people are like, yo, this is live, Smile Good, yeah. And in my brain, I'm like, nah, he's sick. So I was like, I asked him after this, I was like, yo, would you like to come and support? He was like, yo, of course I want to support. So, yeah, man, it's just family whenever them guys are around. But in answer to your question, Coco was one of, if not one of the best shows or best days of my life.
When I go to gigs, I'll be really thirsty. I was standing as well, yeah.
Bad girl.
So I was bad, yeah. Can you say bad girl? So I'm sweating. Like I just sweat over anything. Walk up 3 stairs sweating, yeah. So I'm sweating, and then I always want a drink. I did not leave my spot for a drink, so I kind of feel like that already. You should know how much of a movie.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Whenever you come to one of my shows, if you blink, it's peak for you, bruv.
You missed it.
You've missed something, and if you've missed, it's just peak. Like you've wasted a certain percentage of your ticket fare. Getting a refund is impossible because obviously that would require you to jump into a DeLorean, go back in time and experience that again, which doesn't exist. So the only thing you can do is just enjoy the whole show, which you evidently did.
I left.
You're a G.
And when you tweet as well straight after, like, that was one of the best nights of my life.
Because it really, really was. And when
was.
people are like, especially with, you mentioned it yourself, like you listen to my EP and you're like, I just feel like I can take over the world. Like people think that this gas, this happiness, this mad, like happy-go-lucky exterior is like fabricated. People don't know what my parents are like or how I grew up back in the house. I was singing every day. Man was walking up and down corridors like the biggest pansy singing Sweet Like Chocolate. Like a bad man.
Me so much joy.
Fam, it's mad for everybody involved. And so when it comes to shows like this, when it comes to performances, when it comes to making music and all that kind of stuff, I really want to grab life by the testicles and say, yo, man a bad man, let's enjoy life to every second that we can.
So motivational, right? Motivational.
Listen.
So your brand new EP is called The Island.
And it's the sickest EP ever made by man.
5 tracks.
Yes, 5 tracks.
3 collaborations.
3 collaborations.
Why did you spoil us that much? So you got Gigs, you got Wretch, and you got Mr. Vegas.
Probably one of the best questions I've heard in an interview.
Why did you feel the need to give us 3?
Because I like having fun in the studio. My label were like, oh my, you have quite a lot of collaborations. I'm like, I know, let's put it on the EP. And then I slammed the door and all the glass shattered and I walked out the label screaming like a bad
dramatic.
man. Nah, it's basically I just like working with a bunch of different people. I think Gigs showed love to me when I dropped Walking with Elephants remix. And he was filming me on his Insta when I was performing at Wireless. I had no idea man was backstage. I'm like, what?
Gigs, you know? Gigs.
Like, fam, now Gigs is that. Like, this is Gigs. And so in my brain, I'm like, nah, this is hard. So I sent him the beat to Inner London. He's like, say nothing, man. Of course, man's got this, man. You get me? And so he took me to some next studio that I'd never been in. It's actually in my ends. The gate opens. We go into the studio. It looks like Raiders of the Lost Ark. We've got like ornaments on the left-hand side.
I love how everything is so dramatic, like brings me into a new world.
It's mad, like ornaments on the left-hand side, instruments I had never seen before, and I'm a nerd for musicianship, so for me to see all that kind of stuff, I'm just salivating at the mouth, innit? And then obviously, we're inside now, there's ginger beer, there's a next rum I ain't never had in my life, the room's all hazy green and stuff, you know why? Because Gigs likes hazy green rooms of substances that I'm not allowed to mention on radio, and like, he just drops bars, and then he's like, yo, that was sick, you get me? And I'm like, yo, how are you this confident? I tell this story to everyone. I'm like, Gigs can sell confidence and make more money than Amazon has ever made in their entire existence of being existing.
That's why he's such a G.
He's a bad man.
He's a G.
He's a bad man. I was so upset because I wasn't able to go to his live show because I was working on a bunch of different stuff and I forgot, like, yo, his live show's coming up. And I'm not the type of people to be like, yo, like, could you...
Yeah.
It's not about guest list or hookup for me. I want to pay for a ticket.
To go as well, yeah.
I want to pay for a ticket, do you know what I mean? And I couldn't go and I saw videos on Link Up and I was sitting there like,
I'm going to take this L, but I'm going to come back.
I'm going to take this L, put it on my forehead and let the world know that I'm a loser for 24 hours.
Totally.
But for me, it's like Gigs is yeah, man, he's a lot of things, man. He's a lot of things. And so, yeah, it was an honor to have him think that my song was worthy of a 16.
Back to the EP. Why is it called The Island?
The Island has its name because this is where me and the Mandem, i.e. the Lost Boys, are washed up to, or rather we wash up on this island. After we've escaped the mad dystopian future that is a Lion-governed London. So in the Lost Boys, as a lot of people, many people know, it's set in a dystopian future, 2135, music is banned, women is banned, and me and the Mandem trying to escape the madness. The island, we've escaped the madness. We've gone. And we are now on an island where music and women are plentiful. So this is pretty much us discovering music and women for the first times in our life, you know? So that in itself is like something that I've always wanted to tell people. And the fact that I was able to get people like Mr. Vegas to feature on I Love the Way, who is like a huge legend and who is like a big influence on on how I grew up as a kid listening to music, and then I've got Wretch, who's a long-time collaborator. It's so weird that I can say a long-time collaborator now, and also someone who I look up to creatively. Like, he came down and blessed the music with a 16, and it was like, yo, like this is a lot of things. So yeah, like the EP, in short, in my opinion, is the greatest EP that's been created by humankind, and has so much bass that people need to upgrade their car to make sure that the insurance company doesn't file for claims of destructing their equipment. It's a sick EP, man. It's
Shakka, I want to quickly squeeze in a game. Yeah,
quickly
so
squeeze in a game.
This game is called Don't Call Me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that tune on the EP, it's a little bit of woman trouble on there, yeah? So basically, all these people are having girlfriend or boyfriend problems, and you need to give them your best advice you can, yeah? So big ups to Gemma from Birmingham.
Hang tight, Gemma in the building.
Yeah, she's got in touch.
Come on.
She said, Shakka, please help me.
Yes.
My boyfriend hasn't called me since I told him he has really bad style and he needs a fresh trim. What advice are you giving to Gemma?
I'd say, Gemma, don't worry. Your boy will call you if he understands and knows that what you're telling him is for his own good. You are not telling him to diss him, otherwise you will not be his girlfriend. You're not telling him to embarrass him in front of. You're not telling him this to embarrass him in front of the man them. Otherwise, you wouldn't deserve the title of being someone who's honest, who he can rely on for honest opinion. So, fam, trust your gut. Hang tight the feelings and move on with the thing. Yeah. You're doing fine, innit?
Yeah, okay, Steve from Brighton.
Don't call
Shakka.
him. He'll call you.
Shakka, please help me. I lied to my girlfriend and told her...
What was his name?
Steve.
Steve from where?
Steve from Brighton.
You said Steve!
Steve! Shakka, please help me. I lied to my girlfriend and told her I booked us a holiday to Las Vegas, but really I spent all the money on trainers, protein shakes, a new PS4 and my side ting, but she ain't around no more. Now she won't call me. What's happening?
Well, basically, you flopped in many different facets. Here's the thing, though. He bought a PS4. I'm a fan of PS4, you know.
Oh, so it's all right. Steve's all right.
Here's the thing.
He's
not all right.
Side ting.
He's not. No. He's not all right. He's not all right. He's had many faux pas. Like he needs to, hit himself with like a belt on his back to kind of redeem himself from all of the madness that has ensued in what you just mentioned to me. Congrats on getting a PS4, but obviously, hopefully you can learn from this mistake. Innit? Hang tight the man them in the building.
No joke, your advice is really good. You should have one of them columns in like the Sun.
I should have a column in the Sun.
Ask Shakka.
Ask Shakka. Man, don't want no column in the Sun, bro. You know, I want a column in Vice, fam. That's or even Noisy.
Put it out there.
Come
Vice,
on, hang tight the people then.
But
you guys
2017, can you give me an album, please? I'm so grateful. I have a 5-track EP. Like, 5 tracks is good to me, but I want big 11 tracks from start to finish. I want it to be an absolute movie.
Here's the thing. I have tons more music coming, and I always say this every show that I do, every interview that I do, and I always bring people music. I'm not promising anything until the thing that I finish has been finished. But trust me, you're gonna get some, like, the tunes that it's mad. If you think The Island is sick, yeah?
Can you give me another sneak collaboration that's coming?
I don't have one yet. Excuse me, I don't have one yet. I blatantly do, but I don't have one yet.
No, don't say. Come on.
I don't have any.
What's your next track called that you're dropping?
The next track? That's called Yo Babes.
Oh, it's on the EP. We got it already.
In it.
You slap. Oh, don't. No, but on a serious note,
was that a DJ Khaled impersonation?
For real, you slap. But it is always a pleasure to talk to you. You're
likewise,
like
man.
A bundle of positivity and happiness.
You say it like you are not abundant.
Oh, stop!
In happiness.
We love you, Shakka.
We love you too, guys. Thank you so much for having
You're
me, man.
welcome.
Westside always supports, and I appreciate the love.
We got you.
Keep dropping them tunes, man.